So by this point you've made all your pieces. You've possibly also made an assembly out of them. One of the other things we need is a orthographic drawing of each one so that somebody making this would have the information they needed. So we're going to start with our piece. So we've opened up this part, and before I make the drawing, I want to make sure that I have the best possible side chosen for the front of the object. So for example, right now, if I go to my cube and I click up here on the word front, this is currently the front of my object. And this is not a particularly great view for the front because there's a lot of hidden stuff here. If we go back to the home view, you'll see there's this piece back here that doesn't show up there at all. I think a much better view for the front would be this, with that piece sticking out at you. When possible, you should have the pieces sticking out at you in the front view. It shows clearly that it's still an L shape. So I want this to be my front. Well, if it's right now, that says it's the back. So if I right click on that and I go down to set current view as front, there, it reoriented it for me. And that's going to be important to do because if you look at that, that's going to be your front orthographic, and then you click up here, that'll be your top. We'll go back to the front and we'll go to the right, and that'll be my right view. And the program was going to do all of this for me because right now I'm going to save my changes, and I'm going to open a drawing. So I go over to New, and this time I want a drawing. Now this paper is way too big for what we're going to do, so we're going to do a right click on where it says Sheet 1, and we're going to go down to where it says Edit Sheet. And we don't want size D, that's 22 by 34 inches. We're going to go with size A. And that is 8.5 by 11, your standard sheet of paper. Say OK, and it brings it down to size. So, next we are going to place our base for our drawing. So we're going to click this base, and since I opened up the drawing while I had this open, it's already got that here as my base. I don't have to browse or anything, so I can just hit OK. Now, I have this right here. Let's see if I can just move that real quick. There we go. Then I'm going to click Projected, and I'm going to click on the base and move over here, and this is going to give me the right-hand view. I click. Actually, I'll double-click. There we go. No? Oh, I already did. Okay. Then we're going to go up, and it'll give me the top view. Click once there, and then I come over here, and it'll give me an isometric view. Click there. And if I hit Enter, hopefully, create. There we go. There they are. Okay, so I right-click and hit Create. Now we got to adjust some things here. This one here does not need to be that big. We can afford to make that smaller. Okay, there we go. These we can probably reduce those too. And if we want to move something, we just click on the little red box that shows up when we're near it. Notice that moving one moves all of them. Alright, this isn't bad. We'll make it work. Okay, so now we have all the drawings done. Much easier than doing it by hand, I think you would agree. Now we have to dimension it. So we're going to go up here to where it says Annotate, and we are going to, all the way at the left, we're going to dimension it. So let's see. I'll need an overall dimension. So I'm going to go from this green point here that shows up, click on that, over to this green point here. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. We're going to go back, and we're going to try that again. I think I know what I did wrong. We're going to go from this line to this line. There it is. Now, notice as I move back and forth, it goes, sometimes it's dark colored, and sometimes it becomes dotted and snaps in. Those places where it becomes dotted are officially accepted distances from the drawing for people that worry about these things. So I wait till I get it to a nice, I bring it out a little bit to where it's dotted, and I will click once, and okay, and I'm good to go. Now I'm going to do, let's see, I can either do this piece or this piece. Let's see. I'll do this. I think it'll look better. So if I pull this out to about here, notice it's dotted. I'll click that, hit OK, and that's done. I don't need to do this piece because I've got the overall and this. And likewise, this I don't need to do for the same reason. On this drawing, what I need to do is probably indicate, let's see, I need to indicate this, the overall height, to this, like so. Notice it does the measurements for me, so I don't even have to write those down. I'm going to dimension this distance here over on this one, I think. So I'm going to do this. Let me escape that. I'm not going to do the dot. Don't click on the dot. Move it down and just touch the line. There we go. Bring it out. Do that. And you know what? Let's do this piece here, I think. And we don't need to do this because that's already taken care of. So what we need to do now is this dimension from here to here. So we need to do from this line to this line, the overall dimension this way. So I'll do here and here, click those two, and then slide out. And then do this piece. And I don't need to do this, which is the same as this. So I think I've dimensioned it completely. Now we're going to go in and we're going to change our name here if we can. Let's see. And to change this, we're going to go to here where it says the whatever this is, the ANSI, the National Standards one. You click on this little plus, you see where it says field text. If you right click on that and say edit field text, this will pop up. And then for example we'll click on author. And then this becomes available. We click it. And let's see. So summary. Here we go. So we're going to put a title in. I'm going to call this Puzzle Cube. In my case, I've made a few of them, so I'm going to call it Puzzle Cube 4, part number 3. And subject, Project Lead the Way, IED. And now, let's say I am the author, but if it's you, you probably change the name because it probably comes up as Chris Wellborn. So you'll just, let's say your name is Shane Doe. There we go. Company, William Penn High School. Your manager is me. How about that? Always wanted to be a manager? Why not? Okay. Now we hit OK, and it all shows up in there, or at least most of it does. Okay. So, that's how we change all that. Close it. Dimension. So yeah, this is a drawing that is good and ready to go. We'll save it. Keep that same name. but it's going to be a drawing file instead. And I could even, if I wanted, let it save first. There it is. Now I'm not asking you to print it, but let's just see if it does in fact print okay. Alright. Yep, we can send it to, I'll send it to E1 and we'll do it. Okay, good.